Karen from Countyfairgrounds USA, countyfairgrounds.net. Welcome to today's podcast.
County Fairgrounds here. Do I have the Mr. Russ Collins who's going to talk to us about the West Virginia Interstate Fair?
Yes, ma'am, Mrs. Russ.
Hello, Mr. Russ. Can I ask what your position at the fair is?
I'm the first vice president on the fair board.
Okay. All right. So this fair, did it run last year?
No, we did not. It was the first year in 48 years that we haven't ran. We tried to run. We had everything ready, but our county health department and the state shut us down. They told us we could run under COVID protocols, and the state was saying we could go half capacity, and the county was saying we could do 100 people. And we said half capacity we could deal with, but 100 people we couldn't.
Yeah. So I bet you're real excited about this year then, right?
We are excited. We think that people are going to be biting at the bit to get back out and get to do stuff. I mean, COVID's just starting to release, and on June the 20th of this month, June the 20th, the governor is releasing the mask mandate. So, and that's 2 days before we start. So we said it's almost like he did it just for us.
Okay, so you start June 22nd. So what's a little bit of the history of this fair?
Well, we've been. This will be our 48th year. We started off as a little weekend festival in the city of Parkersburg, and then after a few years, we joined with the Wood County 4-H and became the Wood County West Virginia Interstate Fair. We were the Wood County 4-H Fair for years, and then I think it was the late 80s or early 90s. I can't remember the exact date. I think it was early 90s. The 4-H said that 4-H high-ups, not our local 4-H, but the state level, said we could not use the 4-H name in our fair because it was a trademark logo and title, and so we became the West Virginia Interstate Fair and Exposition that year. But we still work with the 4-H and everything like that.
Of course. Okay, so what's old this year, what's new this year, and what would you recommend?
We've got a brand new carnival this year. The last couple of years, we've had some rough times. We've had a carnival come, and then we had a carnival for years and years, and then we do a pay one price, and after that includes you get to see the entertainment, you get to ride the rides, you get to see the track events, everything for one price. It's $9 Tuesday through Thursday, and then $10 on Friday and Saturday. And you get an armband, and you get to do everything. Well, the carnival decided they couldn't. They got a percentage of the money, and they decided they couldn't do it for that percentage, and they needed more. So we ended up getting a new carnival, and then we went through 3 carnivals in 6 years. We've got a new one this year who's a good guy. We met him at the state a couple of years ago. He's got a ride and this will be our new. He's got a ride that he does at NASCAR places. It's one of them giant Ferris wheels, the 8-story high things. I mean, it's huge, and he's bringing it to our fair this year. So that'll be something brand new. We've never had anything like that in all the years we've been here.
I like to ask about your parking because I'm a senior, and so do you have any special facilities or things for seniors?
We do. We in our parking, we've got 102 acres fenced in inside the gate for our festival, for our fair. Right outside it, we've got probably another 60-acre parking lot that runs the length of one side of our thing. If you go on our website, you see the picture. We've got a picture of it. There's a big parking lot. But then right over by the exit gate, which is 20 yards from the entrance gate, we come in one gate and go out another one. We have a designated area for handicap and seniors, and it's maybe an acre or two, but it's small, but it's right up by the gate, so that they don't have to walk all through the fields and stuff to get into the venue.
Okay, so what's good for kids under 12?
Okay, we always say this. We always say our fair kind of divides up into parts. when you come in our front gate, you go down a road and it splits off and goes three ways. If you go to the left, you're going to the entertainment. If you go to the right, you're going to the track events. If you go straight on, you're going into the carnival. And the kids like that stuff. But then down in the barns also, we have barns. If you go straight ahead past the thing, we have barns. Now, this year, this is something new. This was disappointing for us. We moved our date this year. We're next week. We're June the 22nd through the 26th. We've always been the third full week in July. This year we moved because we could to try to hit these cooler temperatures instead of the last 5 years. It's been 100. We've had the 100-degree heat indexes, and they've had to shut down rides and things. So we tried to move back into a cooler period. Well, the 4-H said that messed with their 4-H camps, and so they pulled out this year. So we're having all open livestock shows, but we'll have animals and stuff down there. We'll have a small petting zoo. We're an educational facility, so we have educational stuff showing the kids chickens and letting them see how you care for a chicken and how you care for a rabbit. I know there's going to be turkeys down there, so different animals, different farm animals that the kids will learn about. It's not like the exotic, here's a snake, pet it, but we're new farm animals, so we educate the kids on. We have this is brand new this year. I think it's called home to or market to home or something. I don't know. One of the ladies is doing it, but she takes the kids through all the steps. If you're going to be a farmer, this is your first thing you have to do, and they'll go through and they'll have to do the stuff. They'll earn money, and then they have to go buy chickens, and then they have to raise their chickens and sell their eggs. And she shows them all the way through to a farmer's market where they finally sell their product. So that's new for the kids this year. Another new thing we got is any kid and we don't just say in our county. That's another thing. Because we're the Western Interstate Fair, we do kids all in the surrounding counties and stuff to come to our fair. But any kid that's in elementary through middle school can bring in a project where they show us something they learned this year in school and bring in a project and display that project, and they get a free entry to the fair for the week just for bringing in a project of something if they did a book report, if they show us do a project on it and tell us about why they picked what they picked and how they picked it and what they did, and show us a poster on their book report, they get a free week at the pass, a free week pass to the fair.
Okay. I noticed that you in past years have had all kinds of contests. I mean, you have like beauty pageant things. Do you have any of that this year?
Yes, we just finished our real queen beauty pageant this past weekend. We crowned our new queen, but we also, my wife is over it's called Pretty Baby and the Child pageants, and they do that the first 3 days of the fair, and those kids get to come down to the stage and be on stage and stuff. The babies not necessarily, but the kids, the older kids. But she does it all the way from newborn babies up to, I believe she does up to 6 years old. I don't know if she does older than that. She may. I think she does like a girls' teen pageant too. But she does those. Those are on different days throughout the week. And I know they do the older kids the first day because they get to come into opening ceremonies, and like if the governor, the agriculture secretary, or somebody's there, they get to go up and meet those people and be on stage with us, and we introduce them and do our national anthem and all that. Those kids get to be part of that. So they're the kids that are picked in the first day. We do all kinds of. We've got bubblegum blowing, watermelon eating, stick horse racing. What else do we got? Hay bale, skillet toss. Just all right. We have stuff like that, and we actually have a specific day. Wednesday is Kids Day, and we do other special events for them on those days, like putting quarters in a pile of hay and put down like a tarp and pile a bunch of hay on it. So a couple 3 rolls of quarters in it, let the kids dig through and find money, stuff like that. We got all kinds of special things that we do for the kids on Kids Day.
All right. What about fair food vendors?
Yeah, that's me. I'm the vendor guy. I've got about 17 different kinds of food up and down through my midway. I've got the sausage and the steaks and I've got my wife's favorite, the fried vegetable trailer. But he doesn't just do fried vegetables. He does fried anything. fried Oreos, fried Twinkies. But my wife likes the fried pickles and the fried cauliflower are her two favorites. So he does fried everything. We've got an ice cream trailer. We've got the elephant ears, the cotton candy, candied apples, lemonade trailers, frozen ice trailers. We got about 3 pizza trailers. We got a calzone trailer. What else do I know for sure that we have?
Well, that sounds like a lot. I see you have a Senior Citizens Day.
Yes, that's the first day. The first 100 seniors through the gate get cornbread and soup, bean, and cornbread free. They all get soup, bean, and cornbread for the first 100 through the gate. And then we have bingo with prizes for the seniors, and we have some singers that come out and sing to them, specifically to them. They're not up on the big stage. They're on a little small stage, so they're singing to the seniors. And then they have some other events, and they do things like blood pressure checks and things like that. And we actually tried to get a hold of the state this year to see about maybe doing COVID shots, but we couldn't get that worked out. But they're doing so many in so many different places. But we just thought it'd be good to do it here too, because you got a crowd out here, so let's take advantage of it.
Okay. Do you want to tell me a little bit about your entertainers?
All right. Let me look here on my phone real quick, because I brought them up because I'm so forgetful. Tuesday night we got the Cumbers Family Band. They're just a local band, and they'll be Tuesday night. Wednesday night we do karaoke. My wife does not. She runs the website. She does not have who's on there Thursday yet. I know we just announced that we had a Fair Board meeting last night, and they announced who Thursday was. Friday is Jake Hoot. He was the voice winner 2 years ago, I think it was. I think it was right when all this COVID stuff started. And so he'll be here Friday night. And then Saturday is the Artemis Pyle Band. And Artemis Pyle was a member of Leonard Skinnard, and he was actually in the plane crash and got shot. They came out with a movie about him last year. He was in the plane crash, walked up to a farmhouse, had blood and everything on him. This farmer came out and shot him because he thought he was a killer or something. And he survived that. He survived the plane crash and then survived getting shot after the plane crash. And so he's one of the original drummers for the band, and he's coming Saturday night. So we're really excited about that. There's a lot of talk and gossip in the area about they're ready for. They want to see him, and he'd be an older gentleman now too, but he's still a rocker, they say. So we'll see.
Okay. I have to ask before we go, and you've given us a pretty good description of the fair. Are there other events that occur at this fairgrounds during the year?
Yeah. Well, I got one more that I want to tell you about during the week of the fair before we go to the rest of the year. We have track events, and now like I was saying before, when people split off, a lot of times the ladies, they'll go towards the entertainment, want to see the good-looking guy that's singing. The kids will go into the carnival area, but the guys, and a lot of our ladies too, a lot of our people like it. But we got mud bogs. We got 2 nights of mud bogs. We've got truck pulls. We've got ATV pulls, ATV drag racing. So we got a lot of stuff for the guys wanting to come out here and get in a little bit of mud and play out here. And then through the year, we do other mud bogs and things like that through the year. We do a couple of large flea markets. We do it's called Fall Fest now. It used to be for Halloween, but it's called Fall.